represented since the beginning of time, and everything that was eclipsed in the solar eclipse that was capsulated in the mind when the red moon shined. And that's when I knew that it was the beginning of an existence that you never thought would come into reality. We have two choices at this point. We can end this ish or we can all die together. That's your choice. So that's the way that it goes. And no, I can't prove this ish at this point. You gotta take my word for it because I'm a messenger from above. And I know that that makes me look insane, but it's the words that I've been spraying this whole time. I've lived so many lives in this timeline, and I don't want it to end yet, so I'm trying to make things right. But if it doesn't come out right, then it all is in time, you know what I'm saying? Because some of you listen and some of you don't. To the Dims, yo, you've been brainwashed for too long. It's been since like 1916, 1917 that they've been manipulating the system at hand. The Thule organization was trying to rule, and it was part of the plan because the Nazis were part of the Thule. And they came into this world and they collected and they gathered and then they manipulated and destructed and then they start all over again, waiting for the chosen one to come, and then it begins. Because the world is not what it seems in this timeline, but you disappear inside of the rhythm and rhyme, and now it goes into the next flow where you have to dissect the 5 crystals that are coming into fruition in the mind control devices, 5G, 6G, everything that's going on, and they use that itch on me, and it really pisses me off, but I don't have a choice at this point. This is my life, so now I'm just trying to make things right, you know. Because why am I trying to make things right, huh? Because if I don't win, if we don't win, and I'm talking humanity here, I'm not talking about the little things that are going on with the he said, she said bullshit. Cause I feel like breaking tonight, and it's Harlem Boys for life, and that's the way that it goes. Because when it all flows out in the way that it's supposed to, it's all calm and collected, and then it has to go into the way that it goes when these motherfuckers trying to come in and take everything that I have. That's when it goes out of control. Backed against the wall. From the beginning of time, and when I rhyme, I know I get possessed in the mind by the third eye seeing kind that live outside of our dreams. And that's let me know it's not the things that go in everyday existence, it's behind the scenes. So when I know I can show. Cause every day I look into the way the world works, and I try to calculate the way to make it all work out, so everybody does a happy life and lives another way inside their existence before it all ends. And like what we got by my calculation, it's about depends on how this all goes with the whole immigration route. Cause if it's not the way that it goes peacefully, then it ends in about 5 years as far as I can tell. And that's earlier than my timeline, cause my timeline was 19, 20, 39. And then I realized that I had to disappear into existence back to like 1986, 1983 actually, to possess the mind inside of the guy that was before me, so I could recalculate the vision inside of this life and how to see, so I could have the visions of it all. And it transferred information since the beginning of the flow of existence. And then I know the truth about when the angels fell into the ground. The balls, they fall from the sky, burning and raging and they got dry. The flesh burns in the streets. But it's okay, cause I took my blood off years ago. My mission is to save the earth and everything as it goes into fruition. That's the way that I see it all. Because if I don't listen, then they all try to dispose of me in a way that was not the intentional version of the we. And Democrats, yeah, they see. That's why they aim and squeeze, because Big Pharma is a big motherfucking joke. And they've been poisoning us since the beginning of the 1950s, 1960s, but the drug push was really in the 80s and 70s with the crack epidemic and all that ish. B-Star. Oh, this one's not free. That's alright, that's alright. Shout out to B-Stars. Yo. Goes out to all the that's how that ends right there, because that's the rare breed of the new breed. Because if you enter my house, then you come in to face me, and if I have a chance, then now in the situation at hand. If not, then you're gonna, well, you know, that's the way that it goes.